The art of carving cameos has been in our family since 1851. The shells that we use are the Queen Helmet shells. The scientific name of the shell is Cassis, because it's a helmet, Madagascariensis. They thought it was from Madagascar, Africa, because it was found in the palaces of the sailing vessel. Some use that Australian name. The shell has a white layer and it also has a brown layer. So you can see, I don't know if everybody in the back can see it. It's got the brown layer. So those two layers are one on top of each other. Okay? Now, the shell was then shaved down. Okay? Back in the day, we used to use these large files. They were just files for some big shells. When we did shells, we'd be a large file that was big. So we wouldn't have to go from one side to the other. It kind of gave a little bit of a helping hand. You start with the design after it's sanded down with a pencil, and you start to draw out what is the design. From the perimeter, the nose, the lips, you start to draw it out. And from that same perimeter, you start to carve it out, just like a sculpture. And start to carve it out little by little. Once the perimeter is, we recess it a little bit. After making the lines, we recess it, we carve out the side of the line. We start to go into what is the hair. Now, in my case, I don't have any hair. Okay, so we got to worry about the visor. So we'll take away material from the visor, and then we go to the face. That's the second dimension. Third dimension would be the nose, and the fourth dimension would be the lips. Now, back in the day, it's still as of today. We show this one here. Okay, this is called Cornelius rufula, and this one is from Madagascar, Africa. So it has kind of the same form as the Cassis Madagascariensis, which they thought was from Madagascar, which the island, everybody knows or they don't know, is right across from Canada. Okay? It's quite a big island, and the supply of shells, this was the shells that supplied Naples, Italy, for the Cameo problem. Okay? Here, these are the ones that we use because we're here. Okay? Everybody's here, right? All here. That's good. Anyways, from these pieces, they were cut and glued onto a glue stick. I know this is a chisel. This is a small handle, but it would be glued onto a glue stick. And then we would pick out the prettiest girl, and we put her in the seat and say, okay, she's going to be the model. Could have been the aunt, the mother, the sister, okay? And we would carve that out. And the funny part about it is everybody would go, of course, in southern Italy, we live outside, more than we live inside, okay? So everybody was in the coffee shop or the pastry shop, and they would see the girl. They says, oh, you're a Tamaro cameo, you know? Or you're a DeLuca cameo, you know? Anyway, how it was done in the series. It was all done by hand. All done by hand. But yet, it was done like the pieces would go through many hands. I would draw it, the next person would carve out the perimeter, the next person would do the hair, the next person would do the expression. Usually the older person would do the expression, a little bit of the expression. And they tried to keep it to a flat surface, because the flat surface didn't involve a lot of movement, a lot of volume, which takes a tremendous amount of time. Our pieces are artistic pieces, and they do take a tremendous amount of time. I'll show you a couple of pieces. We'll pass them around. I guess I should have this thing further up, then everybody will try. In the first example that we have here, you're going to see what is a volume. There's more on the side of sculpture, okay? And on the second example, what you're going to see is movement. Movement, the hair, the curls, the wings that are flying, the birds that are flying, movement takes time to make a tremendous piece.